Good morning, friends, and welcome to my next part of Sylvia Plath's Lady Lazarus explanation. In my last few classes, I had spoken about Sylvia Plath as a confessional poet, and in her poem, as she has mentioned, that she is like a phoenix like structure, with phoenix like biblical character who has been brought back to life by Jesus Christ. And she had attempted suicide 3 times. She was like a living miracle, and her face was like a Nazi lampshade. She had even addressed to an unknown enemy, asking him whether she terrifies him, whether she scares him by the featureless face that she shows. Without any nose, without any eye sockets, anything, does she actually scare those people? And then she says when she comes back to life after her death, she's again a smiling woman, and now she's only 30 years old, and still, up till now, she has attempted suicide only 3 times, and like the cat, she has got 6 more chances. That is total 9 chances. And now today I'll be speaking about, explaining you the remaining paragraphs. Soon, soon the flesh, the grave cave ate, will be at home on me. And I, a smiling woman, I'm only 30, and like the cat, I have 9. This is number 3. What a trash to annihilate each decade. I've explained till here. Now I'll be explaining the remaining. What a million filaments the peanut crunching crowd shoves in to see them unwrap me hand and foot, the big strip tease. Gentlemen, ladies, these are my hands, my knees, I may be skin and bone. Now, till the strip tease, I'll be explaining you now. What a million filaments. Here the filaments mentioned are the emotions, the feelings of guilt and anguish that torment Sylvia Plath. Now, what she says is, after every death, a peanut crunching crowd shoves in to see her body unwrapped. She addresses the crowd directly, showing them that she remains skin and bone, unchanged from who she was before. Now, these feelings, or the million filaments that she refers to as the emotions and feelings of guilt and anguish, etc., they keep on accumulating until she puts an end to them by attempting suicide. Now, the same image of unwrapping and peeling off is talked by her. People are very inquisitive, as she mentions. They gather around when they hear about somebody committing suicide. So she uses this contemptuous image for people. The suicidal attempt is a kind of revealing her real self, her inner suffering to the real people. She stripped off the mask of a smiling woman. She stripped herself bare of the mask, and the real inner suffering is exhibited. Now she says that her body is herself, or herself is a body, though earlier she referred her body to be things. Now, gentlemen, in the next few lines, gentlemen, ladies, these are my hands, my knees, I may be skin and bone. Nevertheless, I am the same identical woman. The first time it happened, I was 10. It was an accident. Here she mentions that even after attempting suicide, she says, I am the same woman to you. I am the same identical woman. So why are you so curious? She's in a way mocking at those curious people, and says that nothing has changed in me. I have those same hands, skin, bone, etc. To you, only that matters. My inner self or my emotions have changed or damaged, and that has no relevance to you. So, why have you come? That time, the attempt of suicide was at the age of 10, and it was merely an accident. Now, the second time, I meant to last it out and not come back. I rock shut as a seashell. They had to call and pick the worms off me like sticky pearls. Here she mentions in these two paragraphs that as she had mentioned in the earlier paragraph, that the first time when she attempted suicide, she was just 10-year-old and it was an accident. But the second time when she committed suicide, it was intentionally, and it was by taking large number of sleeping pills. She locked up in her room and she was discovered there after 3 days alive. Now, picking the worms off is the same image as that of peeling off. This attempt was like disease, and she was to be cured of this disease. She was admitted for treatment to take off the worms of her body or to treat this ugly disease. Though her disease was psychological, but it was dealt with physically. They thought that there was something rotten inside her of which she needed to be cured. These worms are the image of her mental illness. That's all for now. Please stay tuned. I'll be coming up with the explanation of the remaining paragraphs in my next lecture. I hope you like and share my videos and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Till we meet in the next lecture. Bye. Goodbye.